where to start scouting in Florida on public land. Jeremy, what do I do? Well, I'm still learning myself, and I've been hunting one particular management area since 2018. In my first year, I did not know. I would literally went to the woods and started walking. Didn't use my GPS. Didn't use no app like HuntStand or OnX or any of those, which by the way are very helpful, and I highly suggest to use them. Didn't use Google Maps. I just started walking, and actually, I got me and my wife lost. I just followed the tree line, and it got above my head, and I got disoriented. I literally climbed a tree to look out. Shimmied it like a wild banshee. My wife was with me, she can contest to that. So anyways, keep this video short. I'm gonna share a little bit. So my next year, 2019 and 20, I only use Google Maps, take this lightly, as my general. I don't rely on it 100% because management areas are always changing. They're doing prescribed burns. The habitat will always change due to that. So I start with Google Maps in a vicinity that I would like to hunt, and I go from there. And ultimately, I know you guys are going to get upset, guys and girls are going to get upset, but what it boils down to is you have to put the walking time in. Now, Florida has a lot of palmetto flats, a couple oak hammocks, a lot of cypress. The further you go north in Florida, it changes a lot less cypress. And so yeah, I'm in the central Florida area and South Florida area. We got a lot of cypress and a lot of palmettos. And right now, I'm on the edge of a cypress head. Well, come September, this is all gonna be full of water. Now it's low, and it has a lot of trails left in it that butt up to the palmettos. These deer will always be moving. Hunters are gonna jump the deer, you're gonna jump the deer, people riding, hiking, take that in consideration. And how to be successful is time, patience. A patient hunter is a successful hunter. I'm gonna throw in my first 2 bucks that I shot. They weren't anything big. I got some big deer on camera. I don't have those videos anymore, but they were small 6 points. And then I finally got me a nice mature buck. But it's time. The more you bounce around in here, the harder it's gonna be, because there's a lot of people that are coming in as well. So definitely use Google Maps as your starting point and allow yourself time to look for trails. You're gonna look for rubs, and you're gonna look for scrapes, fresh tracks, and you wanna look for pinch points. Now, when I get to those things, I'm gonna share them with you. But right now, I'm heading to a spot where it looks like it's gonna be a bedding area. It's gonna come out into the palmetto flats, and how I'm gonna do that is I'm looking down, I'm looking for a trail. That's my starting point. I look for a beat down trail, and then I follow it. Also, when you're doing your scouting adventure and you're approaching any body of water, especially in Florida, come on, this should just be a given. Please be careful. My first year, I was not careful because I didn't know what I know. I had me and my wife walking in deeper water than that. I promise you, there are gators everywhere. They're there, trust me. Maybe get you some polarized glasses. That's very helpful. Definitely get some boots, maybe even a walking stick. Just be cautious. If something happens to you out here, guess what? You don't have the resources to get out. You're gonna be stranded, you know? What about snakes? Snakes too. You gotta be careful. Water snakes, moccasins, those you can usually see or hear, or the rattlesnake. But I don't see a whole lot of snakes. I see them here and there. I see more gators than anything. So this is just a prime example. Also, I'm in the Cypress Head, right? So they use these. That's a game trail. And on this side here behind me, it shoots across. That's another tip, is a cypress head. Don't pass up any cypress heads. You know, that's why you gotta scout. Hang a camera up. Get you some game cameras. Don't have to be expensive. No fancy cell phone cameras. It's nice. I mean, I don't have any yet, but lock them up, because people, the 5-finger discount, they got sticky hands. I had 2 cameras stolen, SD cards were messed with, deleted. Those are dishonest people. Whenever I notice that, I completely go to a different area. I just will leave the total area. So if that's you, shame on you. You're ruining it for other people. This is fun. You're literally hunting the deer and your hogs and your turkeys. You're putting in the time. So be courteous to one another. We all share this land. It's very important, because it's not cheap. So that's the trail right there. That's one. I'm not there yet, because it don't look that good yet. Oh, that sounds like bees. I don't do bees. See? Observation. Stay away from the bees. I know I might be talking loud. That's just right now. I'm not in the area that I want to hang cameras. Because once you get there, and look, here we go. Look, this is an example. Trash. This is bull crap too. This is the saying cause real chaps my ass. Dude, come on, man. Anyways, now I gotta put this slimy crap in my bag. Don't pass it up. Pick it up. Be that young man or young woman. We all pay for this place. But anyways, what I was gonna say is, when I finally get to the area where I'm gonna hang cameras, you gotta use your inside voice. Like if you're running from the boogeyman and hiding. Just like that. Alright, let's continue to go find a good spot. Why am I always coming across examples? Don't pass it up. Pick it up. If you bring something in the woods with you, take it out, man. How hard is it? Seriously. That's drinking on the job. Dude. Anyways. And also, when you see this stuff, that means there's other hunters in the area, so keep that in mind. And when you see that, just pay attention to it. This can looks old, and I would never drink a Bud Light anyways, because shame on you. Shame on you. Let that. No comment. No comment. And honestly, you know how I really feel about it? I'm gonna pick that back up. Okay. Still in the same area. Following the trail. Some other sign I wanted to share. It's small. Small little rub. There's another one. Very lightly. you just continue to follow the trail. And that also tell you the direction that the deer was going. Only one side of the tree's gonna be rubbed. Alright, I'm home now. So I just wanted to do a little recap and just wanted to clarify. As I was going through the Cypress Head, this video was a little bit more based off the Cypress Head. This is not the only area to look, believe me. I use it because of the low water, the trails, I can still see them. And later in the season, when the hunting pressure is on, those deer will transition into them more frequently than your palmetto flats, your scrub oaks, your tall pines, your thick pine areas. And that's why I like to go in there first and look for that trail. Once I see that trail, follow out to whatever area it butts up to, your pinch points and other areas. It's just a starting point. Let's just get the cameras rolling. And in there there's a few trails, and keep into consideration that those the hogs and the cows, if there's cows in the area, they will share those same trails. So all those trails weren't from just deer. And as on my scouting adventure, I'll show you a little bit more. I can tell you exactly where I go and hunt. I've seen deer everywhere. Everywhere. I've seen them in the palmetto flats, munching on palmettos. Not your short palmettos, keep that in mind. Don't forget about that. Not your short palmettos, your mature palmettos. Almost chest high. That's a tip. I've seen them in the oak hammocks. I don't like to hunt there too much because there's too many people that go there. And your tall pines, thick tall pines, butted up to some grassy flats mixed with some palmettos. Just watch out for other hunters. And then just pick a spot. Hang your cameras, multiple cameras. Get some budget-friendly cameras, and then just pick your area and then put them around there. Don't put one here and then one over there. That was another mistake I made, and I was bouncing around. Pick your spot and find out where they're gonna be. And when it comes down to hunting, hunt day, stay in your stand. Don't bounce around, because you're missing out and you're probably gonna jump a deer like I did. Also, I got these scent things hanging up. I utilized them not last year, but 2 years previous, and there was nobody coming in on my cameras. Thought I was the only hunter there. Had these set up. Hunter came in. So I'm pretty sure I set them up. When I saw that, I just left. But anyways, you can use these. They do work. I just use doe pee, not estrus, not dominant buck. That's just doe pee, because it's natural all year. They just pee in the woods the whole time, so I don't do anything fancy. Just get some doe pee, hang it up. I made my PVC 1/2 inch cap on the bottom. It'll store some of the fluid here. Put you some cotton in there, and then the wind will go through there, and this cap just pulls off. Only glue the bottom, not the top. 1/2 inch. Wet your caps and put your doe pee in there. So yeah, I'm gonna utilize those once I find out there ain't nobody hunting where I'm hunting. And yeah, that's a wrap.